Hey, babies. What's up, my darling MVPs, and how you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimiciously Mimi, where you get the gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hard. Of course, you know there is no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you here to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? Acide hot, guys. The fans of Shaun says enough of this eye risers on Victoria's end. They've actually put a tear on Shaun's eyes for free. Wahala be like waiting again, guys. Wahala be like bicycle. So, guys, talking about Shaun and Victoria, you know this Shatoria pair, they are going through it. You know, they are really going through it. They are one pair that people talk about so much. Now, Victoria is actually not in a happy place. Like, people is saying, oh no, this girl is actually not happy. Now, talking about Victoria, Victoria had this before I would even talk about how moody she was after the wager attacks, right? Victoria had conversation before the wager attacks with Shaun. Their first ever conversation that I see them talking as normal human being, like normal pair should, you know. They were having convo, you know, and then Victoria asked the question and be like, what do you think about our taxi yesterday? You know, the one you failed to recognize my smell. And then the boy was like, sincerely, that he could not perceive her perfume, that he knows he's adding perfume, this one, that one. The girl was like, yes, she did not spread that one that he knows, but she spread on her neck. That's why she brought her neck close to him when that game was on. You know, the guy was like, he thinks people would think that they're actually not close, you know, they're actually quite distant with each other. You know, the girl was like, here, you get. And then the boy was trying to advise Victoria that she should try to come out of her shell, that this house do a thing to someone's mental health. If you don't have your person, your go-to person, 1 or 2 3 4 5 6 person you go to, it's actually going to affect you. In fact, you might at a point need a voluntary exit. I'm like, wow, this voluntary exit that the netizens have been talking about on Victoria. So, because the girl is always on her own. And when you see her having conversation with the guys, they are talking business. She will be asking business this, what would you like to do when you go outside? And because of that, I'm liking her. I don't know why. You know, I'm just liking the way she's giving focus. But you know, this is a reality show. People want to see this housemate come out. You get. So Shaun is trying to advise her to try to make friends with people, try to mingle, and then have conversation with people, so as she would not lose guard. You get the point? Yeah. People were so happy seeing them have this conversation because you barely see them together. You barely see them together. In fact, last night, this girl, what's her name, Dami, and some other people, they were talking on how Shaun is not really trying, that he should also learn to get close to the pair. All right, Mr. Tim said Victoria is carrying this show without uttering a word. Goated for real. And then Hugh says Victoria fans are letting the TL silence them. Remember, Yvonne was tagged boring at the start of the show, but we hyped her activities till people started loving her. Get to work. So people feel like the Victoria fans are silent, that they should not be silent on her, just like she's silent in the house. Amy says Shaun is really trying to bring Victoria out of her shell gradually. Yes, he is trying, you know. And then Ima says Victoria needs to shake off that insecurity or timidity in her. I think she has potentials. Exactly, everyone has potentials, but it is how long it takes them to showcase their potential, you know. Temi says hope people can see Shaun is really making efforts despite her laid-back personality. She really needs to come out of her shell, if not now back-to-back nominations. And then this person said this girl is going to ask for a voluntary exit. They have been saying this about Victoria. They said she's going to ask for a voluntary exit, that she does not look present. At the same time, she's in the house, and at the same time, she is not in the house. Meanwhile, guys, I'm talking about Victoria after the wager tax finished, like when they finished the wager tax, attack, she was really moody because, of course, their performance was one of the least. Like, it was one of the, it's not one, it's not even the least, it's not even one of the least. Their performance is the least. So I think she's in her feelings, she's in her mood that, yo, imagine everything about them is always the least. Regarding the other one that happened in the Arena Stars game, now this one yet again. So she was just all moody. Meanwhile, talking about being moody, what is going on with the Wani and Handi pair? Like, guys, being a twin is no joke. Oh. Wahala be like bicycle indeed. Handi was crying profusely, guys. This girl was crying profusely, like seriously. Yo, she was crying. On a bakwa, guys. Like, this girl was crying. Hey, she was somebody that's crying seriously. She was crying and farting. She was crying and farting at the same time. It was so funny. Guys, you know when you're in deep pain, you're crying and you're farting at the same time. This was exactly the way it was her leg was crossed. She was crossing her leg and she was farting in her own. Now, then her sister Wani was actually inside having some conversation with some of the housemates. Later on, the sister found Handi. When Handi came into the house, she was like, "Are you crying? What is going on?" You know, all of those talks. Next thing, they went back to the garden. She started telling the sister on how the sister snapped at her at the arena, that was quite unfair. The sister was actually apologizing. But guys, you guys need to help me go on this two pair, these siblings or those twins, because they literally made me cry like a baby. Now ask me why I'm crying. Seeing the two of them. Wahala be like bicycle. I don't know why I'm an emotional person as this. Like, yo, seeing the two of them crying, I joined in the crying. Like, guys, I started not giving triple tears. Yo, guys, what's this? So she was complaining that the sister snapped at her. The sister says she's expecting her monthly visitor. Maybe that's why she's in her feelings. That she should remember she snapped at Dami too. Later apologized immediately when she noticed that she's so sorry. She never meant for that to happen. And then that was not just the reason. She says she feels so alone in the house. The sister is always with Shaun. You know, that the sister is always with Shaun. She do not even get to have to stay with the sister and whatnot. That she's always alone. When she needed someone to talk to, she's alone. That she's somebody that don't have anyone in this house except her sister. You are the only one I have here, but I barely talk to you. You're always with Shaun and whatnot. She now tell the sister that it may seem as though, okay, the sister now said, but you remember when you were dating outside of the house? That was how I was feeling the same way. So we should get to understand that we just have to, try to understand how it is going. The sister now said, so it may seem as though this is karma playing on me right now because I did the same thing to you. Right now I am feeling it, but outside is different from here because this is the four walls of Biggie's house. We cannot do anything. You're the only one I have here. I also need your attention as well. The sister was not pleading, was not begging that she should not worry, that she's going to amend things, that she's going to try her best. They are going to be together, that they are just professing love to each other. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. People were like, at this point, Handi needs Shaun too. So Shaun, can you just take the two of them and start, being with the two of them, So the sister, she was really crying seriously, and her sister joined in the tears. Ambitiously made me join in the tears. I'm very sure to some viewers who have this kind of emotional side, like just as I have, did the same. Do you know I was shedding this tears? I'm like, what is wrong with me? What is even happening? I was even laughing at myself I was laughing at myself at the same time because I couldn't help it. The conversation they were having and how she was really saying she's really left alone. She's feeling so lonely, while she has a sister, that they barely stay together on bed. They barely do this together. They barely, twins now. Oh my God. Meanwhile, guess what? After the conversation, the sister be like, oh, I'm going to make amends. Guess what? After they had a convo, the sister went and tell Chinwe, which is their mother, their house mother, to go comfort Victoria, who is actually in a moody state. That Chinwe and Handi should go comfort Victoria, while she carry duvet and go meet her man outside. This was she did not even waste time. This was the same person whom the sister just, told that, oh, I feel so lonely, I know the sister, of course, the sister cannot even help it, but Her sister has a man now. She just has to deal with it. So when Wani now had to go outside to meet Shaun, and Wani did tell Shaun that the sister was actually crying. Shaun was asking why, and then she told Shaun that I cannot tell you everything. And Shaun be like him too. He is talking between that he also needs to take care of his partner. That his partner is also going through it. I'm like, wow. Now Shaun is trying to show empathy to the partner, and that's how it should be in it, guys. Meanwhile, before all of this drama started happening with the Wani ex Handi siblings, the twin, Handi was advising the sister earlier on, she was telling the sister that your head should be on this game. In as much as I know that yes, you like this dude, but at the same time, just know why you're here. Before all of this started happening, I'm like, okay, so all of this advice, is it coming from a place of you really want your sister to, to be with you, or you're truly, truly advising your sister for real, for real? All right, coming from the tune energy. I think Handi doesn't just want Wani to date. We gum together. I'm telling you. She doesn't cause she feels lonely. Oh, obviously she's lonely alone when Wani is with him. Okay, this person says, I'm gonna skip that. For Wani and Handi on this TL will make them have fans. Because while the meltdown for twins, it's very normal to act like this, but you all are saying is acting. And then somebody says, you say twins, me that cried if my sister cooks food at her boyfriend's house and does not bring my portion. Wahala. And Daniela said, Omo, how do we look for man for Handi? She's missing her sister. Yo, at this point, I think one of the guys should just go to Handi, because I don't know why the guys do not even go to her. Or do they think the twins Shaun owned the twins? He says, I give it to Wani and Handi, Sha. They really came prepared. Wani is playing the ship script, Handi is playing the pity card. If Onyeka finds them, she will start crying too. I wonder how Onyeka did not actually locate them, because she's always having a signal whenever something is going on. She would have a signal and then she would join suit. She never missed any gist, but I don't know how she missed that one. Chime says, Wani and Handi are okay. What could be the reason? I love their bond. Wait, imagine one now wants to marry and relocate to another country. Now, bio separation anxiety is real. That is how it is. And sometimes it's just about love. It's just about love. You just need to love someone to feel that way. Yes, I can understand. I can relate very well. Yes. Okay, coming from Genevieve Mbama. Stop wasting your emotions on the Shawnee sheep. Cruise with it, because there is nothing there. No soul connection, not deep at all, and will expire post house. Don't say I didn't warn you. Anyways, leave that one for shippers to handle. Okay? Because when you start talking about that, shippers will not let you breathe. Okay, and then Brilliant Grace says, so Handi wants to join Shani's sheep. That's why she's, crying. Omo Ichoko, Wahala be like bicycle. Oh, and no guys want to come to her. I don't know why. I don't know why. All right, Amanda says, I saw Handi looking at the camera and crying more. Onyeka, where are you, my dear? They are. People are just calling on Onyeka. Some people will be like, this is acting. That this twin planned this thing so well, so as to get viewers' attention, because being a twin is also a plus for them. And now they are not twin with vibes, and style. It's actually a plus for them. Biggie's house gets pretty intense at weekend. Wani and Handi are both in love with Shaun. It's written all over their faces. Wahala. Okay. Oh. And then Akani of Lagos says, you may disagree, but the four people, Shaun, Wani, Handi, and Onyeka, in this picture have given us what to talk about the most. Main characters, you don't have to like them, but this is the truth. And then someone said, nobody dares to disagree with this except they don't watch. This four getting closer by the day will give me gray hairs by day 71. All right. What do you think about this notion that those four, they're actually the one holding the show this season? For now, at least, this is the first week, guys. This is just the first week. What do you think about that? But for me, I'm going to be dropping my voice right here and now to leave the rest for you guys in the comment section. So you tell me what you think, both on the Handi thingy with the sister and the sheep, and then Victoria and Shaun. You tell me what you think about all of them. I'm gonna be dropping my voice right here to see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Bye for now, babies.